SQL commands. In the previous class, we also learned about the, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. SQL is the structured query language which is used to manipulate the databases and which is also used to store and retrieve the data from the databases. Some of the other structured query languages is the MySQL, MS Access, Oracle, Sybase. These are the other SQL supported languages. Okay, and we learn in our syllabus SQL from the Oracle. Okay, in our syllabus we have the Oracle. From the Oracle we use the SQL from the Oracle. Okay, and why we have to use the SQL? SQL used to create the drop and drop the databases and tables. It also used to describe the data in the databases, define the data in the database, to manipulate the data, to access the data from the databases. Okay, and these all can be performed by the SQL. And SQL architecture, how the SQL will be work. Okay, SQL, how it works. When we are executing the SQL commands, SQL consists different commands. By using those commands, we can manage the databases. Okay, when we are executing an SQL command for any RDBMS, the system determines the best way to carry out your request, and SQL engine figures out how to interpret the tasks. When you give the SQL command, okay, SQL engine give that to the SQL interpreter. Okay, by SQL engine we are interacting with the SQL interpreter. Okay, the various components included in this process are, okay, when we are asking the question, that is in the form of query. Okay, for the SQL interpreter, it is performed by the SQL engine. The components included in the SQL engine are query dispatcher, optimization engines, and classic query engine, and SQL query engine. Okay, and this classic query engine handles all non-SQL queries, but SQL query engine won't handle logic files. It handles the physical files. When we are executing, when we are creating and storing, inserting our data that are stored physically in the SQL engine. Okay, that is called the repository, SQL data dictionary. దాంట్లో స్టోర్ అవుతుంది అన్నట్టు. సరే, మనకి SQL కమాండ్స్ ఏమున్నాయి? వాట్ ఆర్ ద SQL కమాండ్స్? SQL కమాండ్స్ ఆర్ యూజ్డ్ టు ఇంటరాక్ట్ విత్ ద డేటాబేసెస్. Some of the SQL commands are create, select, insert, update, delete, drop. These are the different commands. Create is for creating the databases. Select is to select the data from the databases. Insert to insert the data into the database. Update to update the data. Delete the data. Drop the entire structure. Create is for creating the structure. Drop is to drop the structures from the database. Okay, and these commands are classified into different categories based on their nature. Okay, based on their nature, they can be categorized into DDL, DML, DCL, DQL. Okay, what are those? DDL commands. DDL commands are defines the conceptual schema, provides the link between the logical and the physical structure of the database, which means it includes the changes to the structure of the table. Okay, what we can change to the structures of the table? We can create the table, we can alter the table, and we can delete a table. Okay, first we have to create. For manipulating or managing, first we have to create. We can alter. What is the altering? Altering the structures. For example, changing the data type, changing the size of the columns, like that. Deleting the table. Deleting means deleting the entire table from the database, like that we can delete by using this DDL, data definition language. These are to define the structures. Okay, some of the DDL commands are, okay, what it does, DDL commands ఏం చేస్తాయి, DDL defines the physical characteristics of each record field in the record. ఓకే, ఫిజికల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ అంటే ఏమేమి కాలమ్స్ని మనం స్పెసిఫై చేయాలి, దోస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ద ఫీల్డ్స్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద డేటా టు బి అసైన్డ్ ఫర్ దట్, what is the length of that size to be specified, and what is the name for that. And we can also specify the relationship between the records. దాంతో మనం వేరే టేబుల్కి లింక్ అయినప్పుడు ఎలాంటి టైప్ ఆఫ్ రిలేషన్షిప్ ఉంటుంది, ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ డేటా టైప్ని మనం స్టోర్ చేసుకోవాలి, విచ్ డేటా టైప్. సో వాట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ data you are storing depends on that. You have to choose the different data types. In the previous class we also learned that we have different SQL data types. What are these? Number, char, varchar, okay, long, clog, blog, boolean. These all are the data types related to the SQL. And DDL describes the schema and subschema. What is the schema? Anybody have idea or forgotten? Schema means design of the database. Okay, we have to design the database. That is, so with the help of that, with the help of DDL's create command, we can design the structure. Okay, schemas and subschemas described by the DDL commands. DDL indicate the keys of records. Keys of records means what are the keys to the database. Identification attributes, identification columns for the record can also be specified in the DDL. DDL provides the data security measures. When we are creating, we can provide the security features like that. For example, when you are entering the marks, it must be the positive and in between the 0 and 100. When you are entering the gender, it must be the female. Like that you can enter the restrictions to the constraints, conditions, okay, which provides us the security for the data. We can also restrict the data. No one can update those records. Like that we can also provide that. Okay, DDL provides those types of security measures. DDL provides for the logical and physical data independence. Okay, it also provides the physical as well as the logical independence. And these are the auto committed. What is the meaning of auto committed? It saves all the changes permanently in the database. When we are creating, after the creation, it automatically changes, saved into the database permanently. Okay, auto committed means no need to save for the future purpose. Only DDL commands are auto committed. Other commands, DML, DCL, all commands not auto committed. Okay, those are not auto committed commands. Okay, what some of the DDL commands are: create, alter, draw, and truncate. What is the create command? Create command is used to create the new table and to view of a table and the other objects in the data. We can also create the what is that, views. Okay, and we can create the new tables and we can create the tables from the existing tables. Like that we can create command is used to create the tables in the databases. And we can also create the views. Views means the views is the results of the queries. Okay, to store the results of the queries. And alter is used to alter the structures. Okay, it modifies an existing database object such as table can be modified. For example, we are creating the table. One is table student. Okay, create table student. We are created with the fields. What is that? Hall ticket, roll number, name, father name, gender, class, and group. Now I want to add the new columns to that. Okay, so we have to alter. What is that? We are only 6 columns added. Two more columns, that is a subject 1 mark, subject 2 marks also want to add. So we have to alter the table. Or we can also change. I am specified the name as the size 10, but someone's name is greater than 10. So I need to change that data size, length of that data size 10 to 20. Okay, that like that we can change that by using the alter command. Alter command modifies the existing databases, already created databases, objects like the tables, views, those can be altered by using the alter command. And next is the drop. Drop deletes an entire table, a view of table, other objects. Drop is used to drop the table, drop the view, like that, drop the database. Okay, what is the drop? Drop deletes. It deletes data as well as the structure from the memory. Okay, drop is to drop the entire database. And next is the truncate. Truncate is also one of the DDL command which deletes data from the table. When we are dropping, it drops the entire structure also. When we are using the truncate, truncate deletes the data from the database table, not the structure. Again further you can insert the records into the those table when you are operating the truncate. Truncates means deletes data from the database. Okay, these are the different DDL commands and other DML commands. DML commands are the data manipulation language. Okay, DML provides the DML techniques like selection, insertion, deletion, and updation. Manipulation. What are the manipulations to be performed on the tables? We can select the data, we can insert the data, we can update the data, we can delete the data. So these are the manipulation commands. Okay, we can modification, replacement, retrieval, sorting. Okay, display of the data. These all can be the provided by the DML commands. Okay, and DML facilitates use of relationship between the records. It also facilitates the relationship between the records. And these commands are not auto committed, means we need to change for the future purpose, but the DDL commands are auto committed. Auto committed means permanently changed in the permanently saved in the database. But DML commands are the temporary, when up to when we are open the SQL, when you switch off the SQL and close the SQL and switch off the computer, it erases its data, what the commands you have performed on the table. Okay, because these are the not auto committed commands. It means changes are not permanent to database, they can be rolled back. Rolled back means undo the changes. If you update by using the update command, those can be rolled back. Okay, if you want to change them as a permanent, for that purpose you can use the what is that TCL commands. Okay, well, some of the DML commands are insert, update, and delete. Okay, one more command, that is a select, but that can be categorized into another type. Okay, in the previous versions, DML commands are select, insert, update, delete. But here we are learning select is the another type of query, that is the DQL, data query language command. Insert is to insert the record. Insert the new record into the database or the table. Create the record means inserting the new record into the table. Update. Update is update the records. Data to be updated by using the update. Alter is to alter the structure. Update is to update the data in the table. Delete. Deletes the records. Okay, deletes the records. But here we also said that truncate is also deletes the records, deletes the data. Delete can be deleted one or more records. But truncate, when you are operating the truncate, it deletes the entire data from the table. But delete can be used for one or two records. Only 1-2 records can also be deleted by using the delete command. Okay, and next is the DCL commands. DCL commands is data control language. These SQL commands are used for providing security to database objects. When you want to provide the securities, privileges to the tables, views, okay, you have to use the DCL commands. And these commands are to grant and take back authority from any database user. We can grant the permissions to the user and we can take back, means revoke the permissions from the users. Okay, it has only two commands, that is the grant and revoke. Grant is to give a privilege to user, means give the some permissions. For example, what is the permissions you can give? So, for example, I am created the student table. I want to give the permissions to the to everyone only selection, means they can only access the data, they cannot modify the data, they cannot insert, they cannot update, they cannot delete, they can only use the select command, they can retrieve, only access, like that you can give them. And this granting can be uses the granting can be used on the DML commands only. Okay, and next is the revoke command. Revoke is used to takes back privileges granted from user. Okay, what are the privileges, permissions given to the user that can be revoked, taken back by using the revoke command. Okay, these are the DCL commands. And next is the TCL commands, transaction control language commands. Okay, which includes the transaction and control the transactions, as in the name transaction control. Okay, controls the transactions of the database. Okay, these commands are keep a check on other commands and their effect on the database. Means we can make the commands, we can make the changes temporarily or permanent by using these TCL commands. Okay, by using these TCL commands, we make any temporary or permanent changes to the databases. The commonly used commands are the commit and rollback. Commit means make all the changes made by the statements issued permanently. Okay, up to now, what are the statements you are used on the database that can be performed permanently on that database by using the commit command. Okay, I inserted the records in the student table, that is the student whose class belongs to the MPC. I need to update that to MPC to MPCS. Okay, I need to make them as the permanent. Okay, when we close that SQL, the database students group always it the first what is we entered MPC. Now we updated MPC class is equal to MPC to MPCS. But those are not affected, those are temporarily affected on that. If you want to make them the permanent, you have to use the commit command. Okay, then that class becomes MPC to MPCS permanently. Okay, like that you can make the changes permanent by using the commit command. And rollback. Rollback means undoes all changes. Up to now, what are the commands you are performed on the table? Those can be rolled back. For example, you are deleted the record. You are immediately rolled back. Means undo the previous action. You inserted the record. You next performed the rollback, means inserting is not performed on that table. Okay, like that these can be used commit and rollback are the TCL commands. And another is the DQL, data query language. Okay, these commands are used to fetch data from tables based on conditions which we can easily apply. Okay, what is the meaning of that? Fetching the data from the tables based on some conditions. For this purpose, we have the only one command, select. Select is to retrieve records from one or more tables. We can also specify the conditions in this select command. Select command is used to select the data from the one or more tables. Okay. Okay. Next is the data types. In the previous class also we learned about the data types. Once again I will show you the data types. Number. I also said that in the previous class, integer, numeric, that can be specified as a number. Number is the common data type for all numeric data. Okay, this is the variable length column. Allowed the values are 0, positive and negative numbers. It allows zeros, positive, negative and what is that, whole numbers as well as the real numbers also it accepts. Char, variable length field. It holds up to 255 characters length. And this is the fixed length field. Okay, and another is the varchar, VARCHAR, and varchar 2. This is the another version of varchar. Okay, this is used to up to store the 2000 characters in length. Okay, it is char stores up to 250 characters only, but varchar 2 and varchar holds the 2000 characters length. Date and time, these are used to specify that these are the fixed length fields. Date is used to date and time is used to time. Okay, and we can also easily change the default formats date to another formats. Okay, default date format is DD, MON and YY. You can change this to DD, MM and YY like that. And time can be hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, we can also change that to hours, minutes, seconds, nanoseconds, or minutes, hours, seconds, like that we can also change. And another is the long. Okay, this is also used to store the what is that, text. It is the in this type of field column we can store up to 2 GB length. We can attach the files directly, photos. Okay, like that. If you want to attach some certificates, those in those situations you can use the long data. Raw data. Raw is the field used for binary data up to 2000 in length. Okay, only binary, it is used to store the binary data. Long raw up to 2 GB data. Okay, that is B log, C log, and this is the B log, and this is the C log. Those can also be as the raw and long raw. Okay, అలా కూడా మనం స్పెసిఫై చేయొచ్చు. చూడండి, syntax for the number is number n comma d. N is the specifies the number of digits, d specifies the number of digits after the decimal point. మనం d specify చేయలేదు అనుకోండి, it only accepts the whole numbers. Number some 10 up to 10 number digits size ఉన్న నెంబర్ వరకు మనం ఇవ్వచ్చు. ఓకే, 10 నెంబర్ 3 అంటే ఓన్లీ నెంబర్ హోల్స్ 3 నెంబర్ అప్ టు 0 to 999 వరకు ఇది యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తుంది. యావరేజ్ నెంబర్ 2, 3. ఆఫ్టర్ ద డెసిమల్ ఇట్ యాక్సెప్ట్స్ ద 3 decimal places. Okay, char, which is used to character type, its syntax is char and size. It only holds up to 255 characters. Okay, and the next varchar or varchar 2, it is the store the variable length, means it also stores the alphanumeric alphabets as well as the numerics. It only stores the characters only. Okay, its general syntax is varchar and size. Okay, its size represents up to 2000 characters. Okay, address varchar 2 up to 50 characters you can store up to the address field. Okay, next is the date. Date type is date type just like the date of birth, joining date. Okay, it's dd nanaka d and print avaledu dd mon y. Month is specified in 3 characters jan feb like that. We can also change these formats. And time to store the time in the columns. Okay, SQL supports different various standard various formats, but standard format is HHMMYSS. And date, this time can be added, subtracted and compared as it can be done with other date types. We can compare the dates, we can add the 2 dates, we can subtract the 2 dates, time and date columns. We can perform these operations on the date and time. And long. Okay, long is used to variable length strings up to 2 GB size. Okay, for example, here the description column is specified as the long type. Okay, these are the generally used data types. And the structure of the SQL command. Okay, generally the SQL command is the combination of keywords, identifiers and classes. And every SQL command begins with the keyword either create, select, or delete, and so on. Okay, either create, select, delete, update, alter. Okay, these keywords used to start, which has a specific meaning to the language. Okay, here for example, this is the one command: select name from student where reg number is equal to 109. Here select, from, and where are the keywords. Here name and student are the identifiers. This reg number also. Okay, what is this? Class reg number is equal to 109. This is the condition or expression. Class name is the column name, student is the that table name. Okay, register number is also one of the column name. Okay, here we are, what are the classes we are used? The classes are from class, from student, and another is the where condition. These are the two classes we are used in the select. Here in this command, this is the select command. Here select and from are the mandatory, and where is the optional in this command. Here name, student, register number are the identifiers which refers the objects in the database. Okay, and name and register number is the column names, and student is the table name. And equal sign is an operator which are using the by assigning the 109 to the register number. Okay, this is the general structure of the example. ఇక్కడ నేనేం తీసుకున్నాను, నేను select command తీసుకున్నాను. ఓకే, జనరల్గా ఎలా ఉంటాయినా, it can consist the classes and keywords. Okay, next operators in the SQL. As in any other programming languages, SQL also have the operators. Okay, operator means it is a reserved word or the character used primarily in SQL statements where class. Generally these operators can be used with the where class only. Okay, for the comparison and for the arithmetic operations. Generally these operators are used to specify the conditions in the SQL statement, and it also used to serve as conjunction for multiple conditions in a statement. Okay, to combine the multiple conditions we can also use these. For example, logical commands are used to combine the multiple conditions. Okay, in the SQL we have the arithmetic operators, relational operators, and logical operators. Arithmetic operators are plus, minus, star, and slash, and modulus division. And comparison operators are relational operators are greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. Okay, not less than, not greater than. Okay, these are the comparison operators. And logical operators are and, or, not. Other than this, we have the in, between, exist, all, any, like, unique. These are all also the logical operators in the SQL. Okay, what are these logical operators? Okay, now all, where we can use the all. This all operator is used to compare value to all values in another value set. When we are comparing with one set to another set, okay, in those situations all can be used. And is used to combine the multiple conditions with the where class. Any operator is used to compare a value to any applicable value in the list according to the condition. Okay, we can specify some number. For example, the register number in any 4108, 4109, 4125, 4181. Okay, register number is equal to either 4108 or 4181 or 4121 or 4106, like that. Okay, equal to any. To compare the list of values, okay, you can use the any. Between is used to set the values within the set of values. In this between, we can specify the minimum and maximum values. For example, display the results whose grade in between the 40 and 90%. Between 40 and 90. Minimum percentage is 40 and maximum percentage is 90. In between these 40, 90, it displays all. Okay, in between we can specify the minimum and maximum values. Exists. This operator is used to search for the presence of a row in a specified table that meets certain criteria. Okay, to search for the presence of a row, if that row is present on that table or not. Okay, to check for that, we can use the exist. The in operator, to compare the value to a list of literal values that have been specified. Okay, for example, the value in 60, 70, 80, 90, if that value is equal to 60 or 70 or 80, like that it is similar to the any. Okay, like operator used to compare values similar to the values using wildcard operator. Generally, like is used with the character data types. For example, the student's name starts with yes. Student's name whose name is end with Rao, whose name end with some Devi, like that. We can specify with the like. Whose name is start with SA and anything other than the SA. First two character must be the SA. Like that can be specified with the help of like. Like is used with the, what is that? Character types. And not operator reverse the meaning of the logical operator. For example, not exists. We can use not with exist, not between, not in. Okay, to negate the operator, we can use the not. Or operator is used to combine the multiple conditions in the statement. Okay, or and are used to combine the multiple conditions in the where clause. And is null. The null operator is used to compare a value with the null value. In some situations, we can enter the null value to the in the tables. If you want to compare those values are null or not, in those situations you can use the is null operator. Unique operator. Unique operator searches every row of a specified table for uniqueness. Okay, that means no duplicates. For that purpose, you can use the unique operator with the columns. Okay, these are the different operators in the SQL. Okay, in the next class we can learn about the how to use these SQL commands. Okay, how to create, insert, and these all commands can be used in the next class. Okay.